The Expendables 4 critic reviews are out, and things are not looking good. Currently standing at a 16% Rotten rating on Rotten Tomatoes from 67 critic reviews, making it the worst of the series. Taking a look back, Expendables 2 was the highlight with 67% fresh rating, followed by the first one and the third one. While you can argue that the critics are just too hard on a movie that's supposed to be some popcorn action flick and not some sort of cinematic masterpiece, but looking at some of these reviews, it seems like they're comparing Expendables 4 to other big budget action movies. There are too many negative reviews to choose from, so I'll pick the ones that stand out. Giovanni from Next Best Picture writes, in an action film landscape that has recently delivered great films like John Wick Chapter 4, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, this year alone, maybe it's time that the Expendables retire for good. Score, 2 out of 10. Rick from KGET TV writes, if all you want is a body count, then the annoyingly named Expendables 4 will satisfy that bloodlust. Just know that the same experience can be had at home with a good first-person shooter video game. Jeffrey from 411 Mania writes, Expendables 4 resembles a run-down car running on fumes and sputtering out its last gasps as it slows to a crawl and a sad stop. The sequel isn't even an entertaining car crash. Todd from Cinema Log writes, with the series running on fumes at this point, it's time to blow it up. Mark from Mark Reviews Movies writes, nobody appears to be having fun in Expendables 4, so at least we can empathize with their actors. Score, 0.5 point out of 4. David from Little White Lies writes, the bar was already so low, and yet this film manages to sneak under it. Score, 1 out of 5. Robbie from the Daily Telegraph writes, Expendables 4, what a load of crap. Someone had to make fun of those 4 as A's. Courtney from the AV Club writes, lackluster on practically every level. This ought to be renamed The Disposables. It's a giant waste of everyone's time and talent. Score, D-. Mike from Gone with the Twins writes, these aren't the Expendables returning for a new adventure. They're the leftovers sitting around in want of something to do. Score, 2 out of 10. Frank from Hollywood Reporter writes, more like Disposables. Looks like Robbie and Courtney's review smashed together. With all these negative reviews from the critics, is that really going to affect if you're going to watch it in movie theaters? Let me know in the comments.